Hello, 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 everyone. This is Ava with Stitching in the Interlake. How's everybody doing? I hope you're having a good day. Well, today is Friday, the 20th of October, 2023. Still no snow? Yes. So, yesterday was an extremely busy day around here. We had people coming and going left, right, and center. We had supplies delivered. We had somebody else come to check out um, the roof, and they're going to come and do it. It's much cheaper, and they will do the inside, the outside, and the inside for the same price as what the one person wanted for the outside. So, yeah. So it was unbelievable. Juliet and John would come here, then they would, and something would happen, then they would leave, and then I would have to call them back because somebody else showed up, and then they would leave, and then they had to come back again because I had to call them back because somebody else was here. Yes, yes, yes. It was just it was a madhouse here yesterday. And, but I think we finally found somebody. And, yeah, I think this is going to move forward. The only thing is, perhaps next week, perhaps the week after. And they're only doing the roof right now, just to get the roof up there. And then sometime later, they will, when they get some free time, to come here and start working on the inside. So, yeah, it's not very good. Not very good. No, and then we had the building inspector show up. So he said, "How are things going?" I said, "Don't even ask. They're not." He said, "What do you mean?" So I explained it to him what was going on. And I called Juliet and John back. So they came over and yeah. So it should be all hopefully this is it. Oh, and then yesterday, the end of the day, we had a couple of guys come here and they were checking the what do you call it, the sewer lines. So this was the last manhole that they had to look after. And they said it was pretty gunked up. So he says, well, he said, "You haven't had any backflow?" And I said, "No, not yet." So he said, "Okay." I said, "Well, who would have to pay for that?" Said he believes the municipality has to pay for it. Yeah. Just one thing after another. And these other guys had said their way to keep the rain out was to put tar right there where the plastic is to prevent it from coming in. The only thing is that the plastic is there's so much condensation in there from the heat coming from the house and the rain coming from the outside that it's, yeah, I'll have still some dripping here. And, yeah, so we shall see. We shall see. You know, this has just been a night. This has just been a nightmare. This whole thing. And the building inspector had never heard of this guy. And I said, well, you keep your ear to the grindstone and see what you hear. And I said, this guy has to be stopped. And because I said he's just, forgot that yesterday. Yeah, because this is no good. This is no good what's happening here, right? So now on to my Jonah. Well, Jonah had a good night last night. He was up this morning early. He wanted to go outside. And I didn't want to get out of bed. But finally, well, he woke me up at 5:30. And I stayed in bed until almost 7 o'clock. Just did not want to get out of bed. So anyway, Sydney came in and I thought, well, Jonah can go out. So he went outside. And then I found him in the hut outside there. And I brought him back in, and Sydney went out because he was going after Jonah again. So, but Jonah's doing better. He's feeling better. It's his last day for his pain meds, his Medicam. This is day 3. But he continues with his antibiotics for another 5 days, I believe. So, still a little bit red and raw, but it should be healing. It's starting there. I had put the spray on there, but I think it stings too much. And he just does not want it. He just does not want it. It's my stomach does a flip when I see him and he's yowling here and that, and you know, I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah. Oh, I was looking down here this morning, and lo and behold, what did I find? My pink house. It was there all the time. I just didn't see it. But I'm still working on this. Right now, I'm working here around their heads. They're a little bit of kind of flesh colored. So it's coming along. It's getting there. But I hope we don't get any snow until November. End of November would be good. Okay, come on. Yeah. So yesterday I watched, I thought it was a movie at first, but it's an actual documentary. And it's called The Devil on Trial. I think it is on Netflix. It's really very good. Now, At the end, they throw in a wrench. They think that it's um, you know, that it was all a hoax and everything else. And personally, I don't think so. I don't think so. And yeah. But I mean, it's left to your own interpretation and judgment of it, right? So I guess we'll have to wait and see. So, oh, tomorrow there is a movie. Is it on Prime? I think it's on Prime, but I'm not sure. And it's the newest Left Behind movie. So I'm looking forward to watching that tomorrow. Absolutely, absolutely. Especially in light of what's happening now. For sure. So, yeah. So please remember on Sunday there will be a live. Absolutely, there will be. God willing, of course. I mean, something could happen and we don't know. We don't know. So yesterday I did the dishes and I did a load of laundry and hung it outside. It should dry today. It'll be one of the last few times when I can hang it outside, actually. But the thing is, I can't put it in. Well, I guess I could. I could put it in the pantry room once the roof is done. So that will be one step to get that finished. The next will be to get all that water laden insulation out. Absolutely. So even though there's mold resistant insulation up there, it's still not healthy. It needs to come down, needs to come out. And then the walls are going to have to be taken apart. But those I don't mind so much. It's still bad, but it will be okay. And same with the flooring. I can deal with the flooring. Right? So, yep. Let me see here. Can I go over? There's one here that's smaller. Okay, maybe I'll do here. So, if you haven't checked out the video yet, there will be a draw a week this Sunday, thanks to Christina, who so generously donated a diamond painting. Now, I know a lot of you are not diamond painters, okay? But you could enter just to perhaps try it, to give it as a Christmas gift, um, birthday gift to someone who likes to do diamond painting. Um, yeah, you could donate it to a women's center, and they could set it out on the table, and um, that it might be nice for women who have left a traumatic situation to find an outlet. That's an idea. You can donate it to the Humane Society, and they can put it in their, I'm sure they have annual raffles, and I stopped outside here. Um, I think he's hauling grain or something like that. I guess he's just checking, make sure everything's okay. But yeah, like there's so many ways you can do that. And you absolutely must be a subscriber. You must live in the US. I'm afraid it's not open to Canadian or people from other places because the shipping is just too great. And I don't, because Christina's going to ship it. Yeah, so, or, whatever. It's, yeah, so anyway, it's just open to US residents, continental US. And you must use the word dinosaur. I know they're not dinosaurs. I was thinking of dragon and I got it mixed up, but yeah, dinosaur. Okay? Or dragon. Whatever one you want to use, right? Let's do it like that. Dragon or dinosaur in a sentence or both together. A dragon is not a dinosaur. I don't know. A dinosaur is not a dragon. I don't know. So, but yeah. So, and you must put your response in the form of a sentence down below. Okay, in this video, not in a not on the Facebook group. Okay, just on here. And you must not use the words gift, prize, giveaway, gift away, present, draw. You know the drill, right? So far, we only have 2 names. So, but I'm sure there must be somebody else out there that's interested. And it's a Randall Spangler. It's called Evening Entanglement. There is a picture over on the Facebook group. So, I do have something planned for Black Friday next month. And it's going to be that someone from the US, someone from Canada, and someone from elsewhere, you will be given, not given, but you can go to Etsy and find a chart or two, maybe, if you get one, for $5 and under. And I will order it and email it to you. It'll be a PDF, okay? So just watch out for those sales, okay? Just watch out for those sales. And then I will be making the draw in probably a day or two, because otherwise the sale could be gone and over, right? So just kind of keep your eye out for something that you're interested in and put it in your cart. So if it's on sale, it's, you can get a bigger chart or something that's more expensive, because it's on sale, right? So it's $5 and below, five below. That's a store, I guess, in the States. I don't know if it's still there or not, but yeah, because I cannot afford shipping. I can't. I just can't. And it's the only thing I can think of to do. I wish it was more money, but I'm trying to do it with offering it up to as many people as possible, right? It will be accounted, like I said. So, but, yeah. So otherwise, not much else is. Say that every day. But it really is. Oh my gosh, it's just been busy, 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 busy. Very, very busy. But today I am just going to sit and stitch. I still don't know about Sydney. I don't know if I've got a home for him yet, but yeah, he's just too. I've given him a lot of latitude, when he was climbing the curtains. And I kept thinking, okay, once he gets a little older, that's all gonna die down, right? But no. And he's bitten Jonah too many times. Jonah's had so many abscesses on his neck that I can't do it anymore. Jonah got very injured this time around, and I'm not going to have it that because next time Sydney could kill him, right? Because he's got one puncture wound and it's fairly deep there. Thank God it did not hit a vital spot. but it's still pretty darn scary. And those of you who have fur babies, you know that, right? You know that. Our heart, our hearts bleed for them when they are in pain. And yes, it's been, people have cats and they all get along and everything's good. And I was just watching it was an ad for something for aggressive cats, again with the pheromone. But I've already done that, so Dr. Olson said no. Um, and how they will absolutely attack each other. And it's a behavioral issue, right? It's something else is going on. When Sydney is in here and he's sleeping, he's a perfect angel. He's just, oh, he's such a perfect angel. But he really needs to be in a place where it's just him. Like he even bothers Lilybell sometimes. He gets into the bed with her and then he starts with the claws and yeah. And then she gets out and not good. No. And it's either that I keep Sydney and take a chance that Jonah is going to get, and he will be, because he was already after him this morning till I separated him. I know it is that Sydney just wants to play. I got you on that. I got you on that. But Jonah doesn't want that. He's not interested in that. But the vet said if I got a female instead, it would make a lot of difference. Especially if they're both fixed. Well, Jonah's fixed, but. So I'm thinking once Sydney is gone, I'm going to try and find a female. And one that's already fixed and perhaps a little older, 5 years old or something, that just wants to lay around and lay in the sun and eat and poop, and that's it. That's it. Maybe come and sit on my lap and purr and all that. But not to bother Jonah. Jonah's not interested. He's an old boy. But I've given Sydney the benefit of the doubt for far too long. And I can't do it. I can't do it. And it breaks my heart that I can't do it. But if this lady takes Sydney, he will be pampered. He will be the only cat on the walk. He'll be the only pet. He can come and go as he pleases, indoor, outdoor, whatever he wants. So, yeah. And I think that he'd probably feel better too. He wouldn't be so, aggressive in that. And not be in a tizzy. I told Dr. Olson, I said, I think he's got ADHD or something. And he didn't know of any other way to handle it. But he said if I don't give Sydney away, or Jonah, and I won't give Jonah away. Jonah's never been a problem. Never, ever, ever been a problem. Never. He only started learning bad habits there from Sydney. So yeah, so that's what's happening. That's what's happening. So my lovely, lovely, lovelies, all my little angels. Oh my goodness. So please remember to like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you're always subscribed because YouTube has a tendency to boot people off. I just watched another channel yesterday, and um, it wasn't it wasn't a cross stitch channel. It was on earthquakes. I was watching Mary Greeley News, and she was saying the same thing, that people are getting booted off for no apparent reason. So, but anyway, yes, and the dedicated Facebook group is Stitching in the Interlake. And the dedicated email address is stitchingintheinterlake at gmail.com. Okay? So, yeah. So I'll show you this here right away. It's hard to believe another week is over. Oh my gosh. Really? Really? Really, really, really. Oh, one thing the building inspector said yesterday was that uh, they could probably go through the insurance. And I said, well, how can the insurance pay when they agreed to having Mike here and doing what he did? He said, yeah, but you didn't expect the damage, right? You trusted that he was going to do the work. And he didn't. And so the insurance could cover it. So Juliet has to contact father. And then I think the father has to go through the archdiocese. Um, and then we'll see what happens. And hopefully that they can, insurance will cover it. The only thing is your premiums will go up for about 3 years and before they drop down again. So anyway, this is where I'm at. Okay, I am making progress. Oh my gosh, I can almost see the end in sight. Yes, 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 yes. Absolutely. Oof. So I got to get this done by the end of the month because I want to work on if I could turn back time, the November challenge. So yeah, and I want to work on, this will be my pattern of choice. Okay, I've been working on this one for 8 years, I guess. A long time, anyways. So, all right, everybody. So, may you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be well. May God bless you this day and every day. God loves you, and so do I. And so does Miss Twinkle Toes herself, Miss Lilybell. Her two front teeth there haven't come out yet, so, but they almost look like they're ready to go. And Jonah is in the craft room there. He found a spot that's away from everybody. And Sydney's outside. We'll see what happens there. So, all right, everybody. I hope I will see you here tomorrow again. And like, share, subscribe, comment. Make sure you're subscribed. Everything. Thank you, Jesus, for being my Lord and Savior. Thank you for saving me from my sins. Thank you for being there in my darkest and deepest moments. Thank you for loving me like you do. Thank you for dying on the cross for me so that my sins would be forgiven. And that's a prayer I pray for all of you as well. All right, everybody. I hope to see you back here tomorrow. Ooh, we've got some sunshine, but the sky looks, it looks kind of wintry. It's too warm yet for snow, but it is looking that way. It's a coming. All right, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow, God willing, of course. Toodaloodles, everybody.